Well, hi all, Aid from whichbike.com here, and here we have a bike that I have been on before, but only one of those little processional things that dealers sometimes do when there's several riders all going about 30 miles an hour, a complete waste of time. So now I'm taking the Aprilia Tuono 1100 factory out in anger. Now this is a completely standard model. Now I had a look at one in the dealership while I was there. That was a second-hand 17 model. Someone done a lot to. Had rizomas, all sorts of trinkets, slightly different body skin on it. Had an Akrapovic exhaust and LED lights and a tail tidy. Now the Acra exhaust was unbelievable. I've never heard an Acra sound so loud and different from the stock can, you know, on idle and slight revving. I mean, it must have been 2.5 to 3 times louder, no joke. So that's a fantastic idea to buy that one for a safety point of view, so the cars can hear you. Cracking looking bike. As I'm standing here, a load of people looking around. Mind you, probably wonder what some twat's doing in leathers, walking around a bike. Then again, my leathers match this bike beautifully, so I must admit we're probably a very good looking pair. Now the factory over the RR has the Olin suspension, which in itself one could argue is worth a 2.5, 3 grand extra. The mechanical engines are exactly the same, and the TFT is identical, so no great shakes. Oh, bloody hell, I'm keen to get on it. I trotted down here, almost came off at a roundabout, can't believe it. It just jerked away from me, and that was in the lowest mode, which is sport. So that was a bit bloody scary. Almost went straight for the roundabout, managed to gather myself, thankfully. But I must admit, it did catch me out. That's a bit worrying, that. Okay, wishy-washy woogie. Loads of lights will come up at once. Aprilia V4. Expect to show a movie. Insert your personal code. Now that's a 5-digit code which you can put in if your immobiliser goes tits up. Maybe it's a common fault with Aprilias. They decided to have that. I don't know. Then again, if it's Italian electrics, they're bound to go wrong. Although I imagine the TFT probably comes from China. If you go individual settings for traction control, ABS and anti-wheelie, these are set on the, well, traction controls come from, I think goes from 1 to 8. I've put it on 3, ABS on 2, anti-wheelie on 2. So pretty kind of normal middle of the road settings. Then it's got sport, road and track. It's in sport at the moment. I'll put it on track as I get a bit more used to the bloody thing. Swing my leg over. Oh! God, that's just me. It's right. Oh, blimey. Kickstand up, and the little sign goes away from the dash. Okay, I'm not quite fully flat-footed as I'm sitting down there. It's quite a wide seat. So legs are splayed a little bit in standing position, but I'll say my heels are only about an inch away from the floor. Maybe not even that, maybe 2 centimetres, 1.5 centimetres. So that's pretty good. I feel pretty relaxed and comfortable and secure on it on a standing position. Right, mirrors, I've already set the mirrors, that's good. Right, start it up. Yep. Doesn't sound quite as loud and menacing as RSV4 that I took out. Because the other difference is that this is 1100, the RSV4 was 1000cc, but obviously tuned for the track, so it's tuned for the top end. This has got most of its power in the mid-range. That's probably why it caught me out. As I came down here, bloody hell it moved. Now it's got a quick shifter, up and down with auto dipper on the downshift. It's got obviously full ABS, it's got anti-wheelie, and it's got cornering ABS. So it's got everything you're really going to want on a bike. So even in sport, there's quite a lot of play in the throttle, and I think that's what caught me out. I mean, a lot of play, hell of a lot of play in the throttle. When you play it, it goes about an inch around before it comes in, and then if you're not careful, it just goes like that. You've got to really feather it in until you're used to it. Obviously, if you're really tanking it, you want to blast it and put it back quickly. Right, now I'm on it. The knees are fine. Now, like the RSV4, the gear lever pedal is really close to the foot peg. You kind of feel like you have to slide your foot between it. Now of course this is something you'd get used to if you purchased a bike and had it any amount of time. But for me, just jumping in and off bikes all the time, as I do, then it seems a little bit weird. You've got to slot your foot through. If you're a massive bastard with huge great feet and boots, You're going to struggle on this. You probably need to put on racing boots. Right, I've got no fucking idea where I am actually. I know where I am already. Actually, Bognor Regis. That sounds quite good. I'll click go, you? Yep. As you get about 6,000 revs, that nice noise comes in the exhaust, but it's not as loud or as nice a sound as that one on the RS V4, which is a bit disappointing actually. Because I love that sound, absolutely loved it. I preferred it to the sound of the Ducati V4S, which I took out within a few days of each other. Right, now sitting down, looking down, you know I go on about how a bike looks when you sit on it, it's still quite important because you're looking down quite a lot. It's actually quite nice, got the blue anodised tops of the suspension. The TFT is very nice, there's no clutter to the right or left of that. Nice little screen. Looks pretty good, there's no great cacophony of wires. Lots of buttons on the left, but that's true of nearly all bikes these days, the modern bikes with their electronic setup. Now what this has got above and beyond most other bikes, which you wouldn't expect, is the cruise control. I love cruise control. Fantastic blessing on longer journeys once you get used to using it. It's good I'm starting off a bit of traffic actually, because this is really where this bike is going to be, Jesus Christ, see that? It's going to be used a lot. Put it up there I think. Where am I going? Left, right, go left. Whoa, Jesus Christ, that pickup is amazing. That's in the lowest mode. Oh my God. Don't panic, don't panic. I can tell you straight away, this bike is as scary as a Super Duke R, where the power just comes in and it just explodes. Oh dear. I think that little bit of the episode at the roundabout, I was just fucking up my confidence a little bit. So I'm a little bit bloody weird and scared out by it. Ooh. Need to get some open space I think. Now the other button on the left it's got, there's loads of them, is the pit button, which takes it to any speed limit you want to. Currently it's set to 31, so you can put it in first gear, set that and just go around town in first gear without fear of breaking the speed limit. Other than that, I don't suppose I'd ever really use it. Oh Christ. Good, engine temperature's going up already. 95, 96, 97. It's going up as I'm looking at it. 98. Blimey. But typical of Italian bikes, they do run hot. But untypical of Italian bikes these days, I mean I never had a problem with the Panigale, they're a lot better than they ever used to be. So the high temperatures won't melt the electronics or cause any other sort of problem. Right, handlebar position. Now handlebars are quite wide, they're wider than I thought they'd be. I don't know why I thought that might be the case, but just takes a bit getting used to. God, so it just pulls away then, look at that, Jesus Christ. Right. Bloody hell. Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't sound as good as the RS V4, so definitely get the Aqua can, put it on the back, because it sounds unbelievable then. Incredibly loud. Wow. No, I think I'm actually too scared to put it into the next level up. I mean, to say this is more than enough is an understatement of the highest order. This is ridiculous. God, look, I saw that. We put it on a bit late, didn't we? The tinker. Quick shifter's very good. Goes up sublimely, very smoothly. No drama, even when you're on kind of low gas input. You'd expect it to lurch a bit. It doesn't whatsoever. Downshift's perfect. I mean, most bikes get the electronics right, to be fair. Fucking hell. I tell you what. Bloody glad it's got anti-wheelie on, because that front was wanting to lift for the sky. But I did pull back on the throttle substantially. It really wanted to go off. I might change that to a lower setting. It doesn't feel good. Not for me, not a wuss rider like me. Oh dear. Right, indicator. Brake. Right down there. Diddly-dee. Right, what's down there? Bognor Regis still. Oh, in the right direction. Get some petrol on the way back. Wow, what a noise. Fucking hell, Bill! Oh, my life was... Good grief! Bloody hell. And breathe. Jesus Christ, this bike shifts. Oh, the brutality of it. I was in fourth gear, wound it right on, it just flipping shot forward, up the fifth, up the sixth. At that point, good grief, it was shifting. So was that, and very, very impressive delivery. I mean, it was definitely losing out puff about 120 compared to the RSV4 or R1 or any other sick bike you care to mention. But really, as I hit about 100, oh sorry, did I mention that? I only got above 70, sorry. As you go above 110 sort of areas, such as the wind force on you, that is pretty uncomfortable. As in, you really wouldn't want to be doing it anyway. Turns beautifully. Oh, and this is where this bike is bloody impressive. Just come out of town, you're on the kind of dual carriageway and A roads. This just eats up the road. Actually, I won't go on the A27, I'm going to go on the A29. I'll be a little more twisty. Yeah, let's go on this one. Right, let's go this way. Looks like a little bit more fun, more bends. Watch how this bike turns. Oh, bit on the brakes here. Good grief! I mean, you don't need an aftermarket can, it still sounds pretty damn good, but I would definitely get an aftermarket can with this bike. Come on, go, when it's shifting then. Jesus. Stay there, stay there. Lovely. Oh. Took that bend all right. I hope you can hear me all right. It's incredibly windy down here. How good was that? What a lot of fun. That's a good road, that is. Wow. Well, I could read the petrol, I think. Is on race now. Whoa! Oh, look at these two Herberts. Might be a little bit difficult passing these suckers. Past that one, and guess what? That one got trapped in yeah, but right with it. Oh, good. Whoa, downshifters, beautiful. Wisely bailed out of that one. This bike is an experience with a capital E. The way it devours kind of B&A roads. The only reason a super bike is going to beat this, or where it would beat it, is on a motorway at high speed. But on all other roads, this thing is an animal. You don't have to think about turning the throttle and it's at the next bend. But you get there so quickly, someone like me who's a bloody shit rider is really having to concentrate and really think in advance, look through that corner, just to get through the corner. When I'm going too fast, to be fair. You know, I'm going well too fast for the bends that I've been doing, but as you can see, I've still been taking it relatively easy. Amazing bike, amazingly capable bike. I mean, it's going to be easier to ride than a super bike for a lot of people on a track. I'd be very surprised if I couldn't do a better time on this than a super bike actually, because I would mostly be taking up to the speeds where a track will make use of those speeds. Obviously a long straight would be different, and that's when a super bike's going to catch you up, overtake you, but going around bends, I probably have more confidence in this. I'm getting more used to it now. Now I've been on it for like 20 minutes. I'm feeling a lot different on it. It suddenly feels a lot better, starting to fit more like a glove. Much more confident, definitely getting lower. I was going around the bends faster. Of course the danger is, as you use this bike, you're going some ridiculous speeds. Wow, lovely downshifter. That's what we're doing, get in the queue. Go to the front, can't I? Because that's what I do. Perfect. Wow. Wowee. And before you put the wheelie control down, this thing is just going to wheelie for the first 100 yards of every time you come away from a junction or a roundabout. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm not a great believer of going down the inside on a roundabout, because I can easily change my mind and come in left, but I'll risk it for a biscuit. I don't want to go right here. Oh, amazing, isn't it? How it picks up that speed. What a bike. Ah, gee hell, that's the pickup in fifth. obscene. Flipping heck. Oh God. Let's put some fuel in it. I'm surprised. Oh my God. I thought I need to lie down for a bit. Oh, oh my God, what a bike. Christ. Now when you're in town, it felt a bit more leaning over than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be more city uppy, but of course look, this is a massively race orientated bike really. And when you're going along, of course, that wind pushes you back. It's all very comfortable. My back, my neck and my wrist have been absolutely fine. I mean, there is no fault in this bike. I mean, the only fault you can level at it, yeah, it's bloody dangerous because it's so bloody fast. It's ridiculously fast, dangerously fast. That it shoots you into the back of cars quicker than you'd expect. But hey, that's only as mad as your right hand, isn't it, at the end of the day? That's what people say, and they're absolutely right. It just looks like the dog's bollocks. That silver and the alloy with it now, I think it's the best looking carnation of it actually. Looks fantastic. So well, I might as well leave it there. I was going to trickle back to the dealership. But I have to admit, I put my hand up, it's too much bike for me. It is too much bike for me. You know me, I'm too tempted to rack it up and to race or track every time. And I mean, it did catch me out a couple of times, to be fair. It's too much. Too much. I'm not going to buy it. It's possibly the best bike I've ever been on, but I'm not going to buy it. Certainly the best naked I've been on. I don't know what to say really, I'm a bit lost for words. It's a phenomenal motorcycle. But it's for real men with hairy chests and low hanging balls. That's not me. So I'll leave it there. Take care out there, ride safe. Aid out.